Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Riti Kumari and I'm back with another lecture of the DBMS series. So in the last lecture we got to know more about what happens whenever there is an insertion, updation or deletion in the reference table. Now today we would be knowing that what happens when the same operations are performed on the referencing table. So without any further delay, let's get started. So basically in last video we got to know more about what happens whenever there is an insertion, deletion or updation in the reference table. Now what is a reference table and what is a referencing table? Referenced table and referencing table. So like you can understand it in a way na कि reference table is also called as base table. Basically reference table is a table now which is being referenced. Like consider that I have made a table. It is taking reference from one table. So that particular table from which it is taking the reference is called as reference table. So basically you can think in a way that the table which is having primary key is called as the reference table. Now the referencing table, the table itself which is taking reference from another table is called as referencing table. So here you can consider the table which is having a foreign key is called as a referencing table. So basically this was referenced and this was referencing table. Now in the last video we got to know what happens whenever there is a insertion, deletion or updation which is happening in the reference table. Now why we need to know this operations and what happens, like how all these things are related. So basically what happens na, whenever there is two tables, there is one table which is having a primary key and there is another table which is having a foreign key, which basically establishes a relationship between two tables. Now why this relationship between two tables is needed? So consider there is a student database, right? Now student database is such a huge database. If we consider that there is student name, student roll number, student ID, student address, student subjects, there are much more things, right? So there would be some multiple tables in which there would be student information stored. There would be some tables which basically depends on student itself. So consider that a student has taken admission into the school or college. Now the student may opt some subjects, may pay some fees, may be a part of some club or different things. So club and like if the student takes the admission, only then he or she can be a part of club. If a student takes admission, only then he or she can take a subject. So basically subject is a table which is called as a referencing table, which basically takes reference from the reference table. So consider here the reference table is a student table and here the referencing table is the club they are a part of. So basically referencing table is mostly dependent on the reference table. Referencing table has all the data which reference table, like basically in the reference table all the data which is present. In the referencing table you will get all the reference data for that particular person or for that particular student. So for that particular student, what is the club in which he or she is, what is the subject he or she has taken. So there could be multiple referencing tables for one reference table. So there is a relationship between reference table and referencing table. Now what happens whenever there is some CRUD operations which is being performed on the reference table and referencing table. So for the reference table, as I told you ki whenever there is an insertion, deletion or updation, there are some violations or there are some rules which is broken in some cases. So what are these rules and why broken and violation means so much to us? So basically what happens na ki let's start from the very beginning. So there is a reference table. Now there are some sub tables which acquire data from that particular table or that particular database. So there is a reference table called as student. Let's take it. So there is a reference table called as student. Now student is having so many referencing tables, like the club which student is a part of, subject, co-curricular details and much more. So basically this is a referenced table which is having a primary key, and then these are the referencing tables which is having a foreign key. Now these two tables may have a relationship between them. Now there is a term called as referential integrity. What does this term means? So basically referential integrity means integrity means ki same data in all the databases. So what does this same data in all the database means? So consider that there is a student Raj Okay, so Raj is currently a CSE student or an IT student. Now, in the college, whenever you will go to any of the cells of the college, like the placement cell, the admission cell, the library, the physics lab, the chemistry lab, everywhere you will find Raj with roll number this and having a subject as CSE or having the branch as CSE. You won't find any data of Raj where Raj is studying in electronics who is having the same roll number. So basically in all the places, in all the databases, the data would remain the same. So basically integrity means same data everywhere. So referential integrity are some set of rules which ensure that the relationship between two tables have the data accuracy, have the data consistency, and have the faster retrieval of data. So referential integrity are some set of rules. Now these set of rules may violate whenever you are doing any kind of insertion, deletion, or updation in any of these tables. So basically we discussed in the last video about the reference table, ki what happens whenever there is an insertion, updation, or deletion in the reference table. Basically in this particular video we would be mostly focusing on the referencing tables. So it was just a recap for what we have learnt in the last video. I thought to give you that because if someone is new to this video won't understand what is the term referencing table, reference table, and foreign key, primary key, referential integrity, and much more. So let's start. So basically the first is insertion in the referencing table. So now let's make two tables. First one is a student table and second one is the subject student has taken. Okay, so here I am giving student a roll number, student a name, and consider student a phone number. Okay, and here I am giving student a subject ID, subject name, and here the roll number. So basically 1, 2, 3. There could be many more students. First is Raj, Riti, Rahul, and phone number is considered 0012 0019 000674. And here I am giving as ID as 01, 02, 03, subject name as physics, chemistry, maths, and roll number as 1, 2, and 3. So basically we have two tables here. First one is the student table and second one is the subject table. Now in coming to the student table, so student table has a field called as roll number. So roll number is an attribute which can uniquely identify all the records in a table. If I just make a query with the roll number, give me all the details of a person whose roll number start with 2 or who is having a roll number 3, it will give me all the details for that particular person. So roll number is a primary key for us. So basically an attribute which identifies all the records in a table uniquely. So basically this is a primary key. Now since these two tables have a relationship between them, so to establish that relationship there should be an attribute which is present in this particular table which should be present in another table. So basically here this attribute is roll number, which is called as foreign key, and it points to this. So what is foreign key? Foreign key is basically a key, or you can say collection of keys or collection of columns, which basically refers to the primary key in another table. So basically this foreign key is referencing to the primary key in another table. They are having a relationship between them. Now the referential integrity comes into picture, which establishes some rules which should be there to maintain the data accuracy, to ensure that there is no data inconsistency and faster retrieval of data. Now in this particular table, first thing is insertion in the referencing table. Consider, so let me just give the name. It is a referenced table and this is a referencing table. So the first is insertion in the referencing table. Consider that I want to insert some details in the referencing table. Consider SID is 4, subject is biology, and roll number is 4. So would it cause any violation or what would happen? So see now what is happening is we are inserting a particular row in the referencing table. Now what will happen is we have inserted this particular row in the referencing table, but do any student present in the student table whose roll number is 4? Is there any student who is having a roll number 4 and is present in the student table. There could be a possibility, there couldn't be a possibility, right? So this insertion may cause violation because we are not sure that roll number 4 exist in the student table or not, and somehow this subject table is taking a reference from the student table. So if this roll number 4 does not exist in the student table, it doesn't make any sense to add it in the subject table. So in the subject table we had added ki a person who is having roll number 4 is having the subject name as bio and is having the subject ID as 04, but there isn't any student who is having a roll number 4 exist in the student table. So basically insertion may cause violation. Why I am saying may cause violation? Because consider now there could be a possibility that roll number 1 is taking 2 subjects, physics or chemistry. So I can insert data for roll number 1 twice or thrice or 4 or 5 times. So basically it's not important ki insertion will always cause a violation, but it may or may not cause in the case ki whenever there is a roll number which is present in the student table, and for that roll number I am making an entry in the referencing table, but it may cause violation whenever there is an insertion for an entry which is not present in the student table. Now coming to the second one, that is deletion in the referencing table. So let me just quickly draw. This is subject. So this is roll number, this is student name, and this is phone number. Now this is to subject ID, subject name, and then this is roll number. So I'll just quickly give the datas. 120102, subject name physics, biology, name Rahul, Raj, Riti. Actually these three are the common name I use, and 0012, 0013, 0014. Now again this is the primary key, this is the foreign key, and it is taking reference from the primary key. Now what happens? What if there is a deletion in the referencing table? So basically this is the referencing table and this is the reference table. So consider today I have deleted the data for roll number 2. So I have deleted there is a roll number 2 which existed and has taken a subject biology. Would it cause any violation? Think. It won't. So why it won't cause any violation? Because see now, there are many roll numbers present in the student table. So there is roll number 1 who has taken a subject physics, roll number 2 who has taken a subject as bio. But what if roll number 2 doesn't want to take a subject bio? What if he or she gets promoted into next higher sections or higher classes and they don't want to take bio? So it will be deleted from the database of the referencing table. So does it cause any violation? No, right? Because see, after 10 you get an option ki bio or maths. So if I choose bio, why would I take maths? So I can delete this particular data from the database of referencing table. So basically it won't cause any violation whenever we are deleting anything from the referencing table, even if the data present in the reference table. So basically there might be a possibility that there is a student Raj with roll number 2 who is now not having bio as his additional subject or bio as his subject. Now he is opting for maths. Now the third and the last is the updation in the referencing table. So actually I'm drawing these tables because I want you guys to understand what is happening at the very depth. So let me just make it very quick. Student, subject, subject ID, subject name, roll number, student name, student phone number. So here 1, 2, 3, here also 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 2, subject physics, bio, name Rahul, Raj, Riti, and phone number 001, 002, 003, any random values. Now what happens ki whenever there is an updation in the referencing table? So basically this is the referencing table and this is the reference table. So whenever there is any update in the referencing table, what will happen? Think. So basically whenever there is an updation in the referencing table, now what happens? Ki consider that you want to update the student subject ID for that particular subject physics. till then it's okay. If you want to update the subject name, what if roll number 1 now wants to take maths instead of physics? It's again okay. But what if you want to update the roll number? So basically roll number is acting as a foreign key which is taking a reference from the primary key which is present in the student table. So if you update the roll number, consider you update the roll number to 10. But there is no roll number with 10 which exists in this reference table. So does it make a sense? No. So basically what updation does is कि if whenever you are updating any of the values, which is any of the values apart from the foreign key, it may not cause violation, but whenever you are updating the values which is acting as a foreign key in the referencing table, it may cause violation because foreign key is referencing to the primary key of the reference table, and whenever we are making any update in the foreign key, it may cause violation because the same details may not exist in the student table. So roll number 10, if we have updated this roll number from 1 to 10, there is no such student with roll number 10 which exists in the student table. So how it would take a reference? There would be some data inconsistency. So basically here we won't find any roll number 10, and here we will find the details for roll number 10 who has or who hasn't taken any admission yet. So basically all these things happen whenever we are doing any kind of CRUD operations in the referencing table. Now in the next particular video we would be knowing more about the integrity constraints, what are the type of integrity constraints, and then we would be jumping to the ER model. So this was all about this video. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, go and check out the tech content first, and if you like it, please go ahead and subscribe. Also, if any of your friends are starting with DBMS series, please share it among your friends. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.